Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to solve supply stack problem. But before that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, then please do. It really helps me keep motivated to make new videos. So let's move to the advent of code day 5 problem, which is supply stack. So in this problem you will be given a list of stacks and set of query which you have to perform on the stack. So here you have three stack number 1, 2, 3, and a stack contains some characters. Okay, so here you have first query, like you have to move one item from a stack number 2 to a stack number 3. Okay, so if you check, you have to move one item from a stack number 2 to a stack number 1. So a stack number 2, I currently have MCZ. So if we move one item from a stack number 2 to a stack number 1, then D will move here. So now a stack number 1 will have Z and D, and this item will be popped from the stack number 2. Second query is move 3 from a stack number 1 to a stack number 3. So now all of this item will move from a stack number 1 to a stack number 3. So now a stack number 3 will have D, then pop the second item which is N, and then pop the last item which is Z. So a stack number 3 will have now P, D, and Z. Note the operation. On the stack, you pop the last item, and when you insert item, it will be appended on the top of the stack. So pop from the top and push on the top. Okay, so this type of query you have to perform, and at the end you have to return uh, all character all top character, means all the last item of the stack. Okay, so this we have to do. So after performing all the query, we have to return the last items of the stack from the every stack. Okay, so now let's just move to the code. So let me just clean this up. So in this video I'm not going to write code from the beginning, since I have already written the code. Let me just show you the input. So here is our input. So here is the list of stacks, and here is the list of queries. Okay, so I am not going to parse this list of a stack in the code. I have just created a list and added every items in the stack to the list of list. So as you can see here, I have just translated this list of a stack into the list of list in the Python. Okay, now I just removed that operation, that list of list from here. If I go to top here, if you see, I don't have that list of list. Okay, so list of stacks I have removed from the input. I have currently I only have list of operations which I have to perform. Okay, so this thing I have written to get to represent list stack of stacks. Okay, now I'm parsing the list of I'm parsing the choices or query. So here I have written this function. So this parse input function will query the input file, and it will append a total number of items which we have to move from source stack to destination stack. So I'm just parsing this individual query. So first one is total number of items, and second this value is source stack, and this value is destination stack. So this line is just parsing that values, and I'm appending that values to the choices, and I'm returning this. So in the part 1, it is saying we have to return in the part 1, it was saying like we have to return the topmost items of a stack, topmost item of a stack. Okay, so I'm doing this in this function. So first I have used that parse input function to get the queries. So query is in the format of total, source, and destination. Okay, so I have written a for loop to that query. I have extracted total, source, and destination from the individual array, query array. Okay, now I have written a for loop, while loop, which will run total number of times. Okay, so total number of times means if we have to pop 2 elements, then this loop will run 2 times. If we have to pop 1 element, then this loop will run 1 time. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm popping items from source stack as explained here. I'm popping element from source stack and appending it into the destination stack. Okay, so I'm popping element from source stack here and appending that value, that item, to the destination stack here. Why I have written -1? Since I have taken array, and array index start from 0, so that's why I have to write a -1 to make a stack 0 indexed. Okay, and I'm means decrementing total value, and at the end I'm just pushing everything in the result array. Or what I can do is I can just write result, and here I can just write result plus equal to a stack top value. So here I'm just concatenating all a stack top value, and at the end I'm returning the result. So if I show you the output, let me just run it. Let me just clear my screen first. Okay, so this is the output, and if you check for part 1, this one is the output. So if you can see, I'm getting the correct output for the part 1. So part 1 you understood, right? So in part 1 we have to pop from one stack to another stack based on the query given. Okay, in the part 2, what it is saying, you don't have to pop, you just extract element in the same format and put that element in the another stack. For example, so here it is saying that move for example, first query is move 1 from 2 to 1. So move one item from a stack number 2 to a stack number 1. So here it will be, like moving one item from a stack number 2, which is D, to a stack number 1, which will be like so now a stack 2 will be, it will be D. Now this item is moved from here. Okay, now move 3 item from a stack number 1 to a stack number 3. So move all the item from a stack number 3 to a stack number 1 to a stack number 3. So a stack number 1. So here it will not change the order. So in the part 1 it was changing the order. In part 2 it will not change the order. So what will be it? What will be the final result? So it will be D, then N, and then Z. Look, it does not it have not changed the order. So this is saying in the part 2. Okay, so if you can see, after performing the first operation, D is here. It got removed from the stack number 2. D is here. After performing the second operation, Z and D all move in the same order. Order have not changed here, and rest are the this is another operation which is move from a stack 2 to a stack 1. Okay, so it is saying that move 2 item from a stack 2 to a stack number 1. Order here, if you can see, order is not changed. Okay, same for here. So if you have got this idea, then let me just walk you through the code. So if you can see here, let me just comment out the part 1. Okay, now if you can see, I have just extracted choice here. So my choices are I have called this function parse input function. So here I have list of choices. I have extracted total, source and destination as explained in the part 1. Now what I'm doing is I am storing the first stack value in the temporary array. Here I'm storing first item first stack value in temporary array. Okay, now what I'm doing is I am extracting the last items. Okay, so last items which I have to append to the a destination array to last item variable. Okay, now I'm extracting the beginning array. So for example, if you have array like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and if I want to move one item from a stack to another stack, then what I'm doing is I'm just extracting splitting this whole array into two parts. One will be 1 2 3, another one will be 4. And what I'm doing is I'm just setting the source array to the beginning part and and extending the destination array with the last item part. Okay, so hope you got the idea. So that's what I am doing here. I am just extracting the beginning part and replacing it with the source array, and extracting the last items part, means second half part, and extending it with the destination stack. Okay, and at the end I'm just concatenating whole all the top character of the stack, and I'm returning that. So let me just run this code. Okay, so I'm getting this output. I'm getting this as an output. So if I can check, so this one is for part 2. If you can see, this one is working fine as expected. Okay, so that's it. Hope you have liked the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel to stay updated for the next videos. Thank you so much.